A lot of people tell me that they have voted Labour before, Tory before, Lib Dem before, but what unites them is that they don't think Jeremy Corbyn should be Prime Minister of this country. That they don't think that his divisiveness and intolerance has any place in our community, that they don't trust him to run and help local businesses, and that they don't think he should be in charge of our security. If that's you, I'm asking you to use your vote with maximum force this election. Take the action that does the biggest thing possible to stop Jeremy Corbyn becoming Prime Minister, that stops the biggest possible chance of there being a hung parliament of which he's going to be in charge. And here in Westminster North, where it's always been a two-horse race, where in 2015 there were less than 2,000 votes that separated us from the Labour Party, the biggest action you can take to stop Corbyn is to vote Conservative, to vote for a moderate, progressive Conservative candidate like me, and come together to make sure that Mr. Corbyn never sees the inside of number 10. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Jamie. I grew up locally, I went to school in Westminster, and today I work with young people across our community to help them set up companies, to create something out of nothing. And I'm asking for your vote in the next election. I think it's time that we had people with outside experience, with young, new, energetic voices to go into politics, break the gridlock, and put the focus back on you and your life. And that's why I'm fighting to protect local schools, to make sure that we get investment and stand up to Jeremy Corbyn's attempts to shut academies, get rid of Ofsted, and ban private schools. So I'm fighting for police, to make sure that we have the police that we need in our community and that they have the powers of stop and search and everything else they need to apprehend criminals and put them in jail. It's why, as a lifelong animal rights and environmental campaigner, I'm fighting to make sure that we do more on climate change. And lastly, as the son of a Jewish mother that's worked across the Muslim world, that's marrying a Japanese woman, that's fought dictatorships working with democracy movements in some of the toughest places on the planet, I'm fighting to protect the diversity that makes this community so special and to stand up to the divisiveness and intolerance that we've seen from Jeremy Corbyn and the top of the Labour Party. I want to be a unifying MP and a voice for every member of this community. And I hope you'll give me your support on December 12th. Hello, Jamie here. It's just over 2 weeks until the election day, and we are going to be at a different tube stop every morning, talking about a different policy from the Conservative manifesto and how it's going to impact lives here in Westminster North. We just finished a good session at St John's Wood, where we were talking about tax. And this government has lowered tax for 32 million people. And I think the question looking forward is, as the party of lowering tax, who are we doing that for? And I think that it should always be for those struggling in society, those who need the help most. And that's why I really welcome the announcement that we're raising the national insurance threshold to now £9,500 with a view to raise it even further to £12,500, meaning that people waking up early, going to work, keep more of the money that they earn, especially those on the lowest incomes. See you tomorrow morning. Day 2 of talking at tube stops about how Conservative manifesto policies are going to help people here in Westminster North. Today we're talking about the environment. This is the greenest manifesto I think I've ever seen in my life. We've got a new £640 million nature fund, which is going to help us reach our 2050 net neutral target. We're going to stop exporting plastics to non-OECD countries that can't deal with the plastic once exported there. And for me, someone who has campaigned about animal welfare my entire life, I'm thrilled to see that we're going to stop the long travel journeys for animals being sent to slaughter. We're going to have tougher sentencing for animal cruelty, and we're going to stop people being able to go overseas. Sorry, a lot of traffic here this morning. We're going to stop people being able to go overseas, shoot endangered animals, and bring back trophies to this country. If you want to vote green, vote blue at this election. We are here at Bayswater Tube Stop with our brand new leaflets showing the choice here in Westminster North at this election. Only two parties can win, either Jeremy Corbyn or us, the Conservatives. And because we're talking about that choice today, we're focusing on the issue of education, whereas there is the starkest difference between the two sides. Talking to kids going to school today on their way in on the tube, some are going to maintain schools, some are going to academies, some are going to independent schools. We believe that parents should have that choice. On the other side, they want to stop the academy programme, they want to abolish independent schools, get rid of Ofsted, which would be a nightmare for parents, for kids that want to go to good schools in this area. What we're doing is we're raising pupil funding to £6,245 in Westminster. That's one of the highest levels in the country. We're lowering class sizes, and we're also making sure that there are more technical degrees that students can take as an alternative to A-levels, giving them different options as they think about what they want to do in life. Such a clear choice for kids and parents getting on the tube this morning, going to schools, and us working to protect and improve those schools. Thank you very much. We are here at a very noisy, very cold Royal Oak station. We're talking about housing. We're talking about how we make housing more affordable for the people that live within the community. We're ending, for renters, we're ending no-fault evictions, so landlords can't just kick renters out. We're introducing a new deposit scheme so that you can move your deposit from one place to the next. And we are building houses that are actually affordable for the people that live and are trying to buy or rent within their area. And one of the most important things that we're doing is we're offering a new discount. So that if you're buying a house within your community, your council can give you a bit of a discount so that you are the one that can afford to live on your street, in your area, and you've got a cheaper ability to buy that than people coming from outside. We're also building 1 million new homes in the next 5 years. This is a government that understands that housing is not affordable enough in London, and we're going to do something about it. Hello, I'm Jamie. I grew up just down there, and today I run a business helping young people across the UK start their own companies, working with young people to create something out of nothing. And that's what I'm fighting for in this election, to make sure that we create more opportunity here in Westminster North, and we help everyone growing up here to fulfil their potential.